That was interesting. I've seen this guy everywhere. Yeah, I believe he's English. Like this guy that goes around.
Examining pool cleaners.
Nah, some of his stuff is pretty interesting. Like, I'd love to know, like, the process in which...
Dude, when I was younger, I remember seeing, I think it was like on Glee or something, where I think it was Puck who went, and he like was like a pool cleaner for a whole bunch of MILFs or something, and he was like, oh man, I'm making so much money, and she always wants to have sex with me. So I figured like that was what it was like for like older women to have a pool, but probably not.
So you're assuming that all pools are cougar traps?
No, cougars own the pool.
Yeah.
And then cougars trap the young man.
That's what I'm saying. It's
who's
a cougar.
cleaning the pool.
It's a cougar trap.
What's a trap by a cougar? You're not trying to catch the cougar. The cougar's trying to catch you.
This is true. Alright, let's see what the next one is.
Well, they can't.
This guy has been everywhere. This guy? This is an absolute king.
Cobby Lane.
You know this guy?
Is he French?
Damn.
Oop, can't play copyright.
Wait, is he French? What was his...
No, he's the guy that like it's like when you make like a really stupid life hack or something, and then he's like, you could have just done it this way. You know? I'm trying to think of like the...
Oh, he's Brazilian. That was what it was bio was, because I was trying to read his bio.
Yeah, I think this is one of them. This would be a classic example.
The fuck?
Nah, he's a king. Absolutely love him. Can't get over it. So, what happened recently in Moko?
Oh yeah, we got mask mandate was lifted. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm glad for people who, like, I'm vaccinated, you're vaccinated, but this might be a hot freaking take, but like, I don't know. I think they lifted the mandate too soon. Like, there's not enough people who are vaccinated. Because like the whole point of the mask mandate is they're like, oh, they claim that like the majority of people are vaccinated, so they're like, oh, we don't have to wear masks anymore. But I really don't think that a large majority of people are actually vaccinated. Like, I know a whole bunch of people who aren't, but are like, oh yeah, we can go out without masks now. I'm like, no, you're still gonna get sick.
Well, this is what I was talking to my dad about. I was like, he wants to stop wearing the mask, right? But he doesn't want to get the vaccine. And we all know that there's still like that 10% margin that you can still get it, even if you have the vaccine, or even transmit it, right? Of like being able to give it to someone. I mean,
it's the same thing as the flu. Like, you can get your flu vaccine and still technically get flu-like symptoms, but the whole point of the vaccine is that to turn COVID into a kind of like everyday thing, like the flu or something like that. You know, we never got rid of the flu, we never cured it or anything, but we were able to manage it so that if you do get the flu, you're not gonna fucking die from it. That's the whole point of the vaccine, is to make sure that you don't die. And then people are kind of saying that like, oh, you can still get sick with the vaccine, so what's the point? And I'm like, I think it's just not enough people are educated on how vaccines work and exactly what vaccines are. It's not the same thing as a cure, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, of course it's not a cure.
Like, the M in my mRNA stands for microchip, there's all this bullshit. It's just because they're not educated on it, and they should be. Look it up on Google.
Well, yeah, there's been a huge trend of anti-vaxxers and just anti-vaccine throughout history, to the extent of it. So I think it just takes a generation. But it's just like, it puts me in a rough situation because I want my parents to be able to get it, and they're super against getting it. So it's one of those positions where, you know, I want to go out and do stuff with them, but also is like, is it worth taking the risk and taking the chance? However, like the vaccine for the Johnson & Johnson, which is the one that I got, like, I don't think like someone who has like an autoimmune disease or is not necessarily highest of health would be able to combat that, you know?
I think that's what the 2-dose one is for, because the reason why there's 2 doses and not just one for like Pfizer and Moderna is because the first one, like, especially for people who have never had COVID, like I never had COVID, and so the first vaccine is like the first time your body's like really been introduced to it. And so your body recognizes it, and so the second time, and it starts building antibodies for it, and then the second time you get it, your body's like, oh shit, I recognize this fucker. It's like a creep who comes into a bar a lot, you know?
A creep
like
comes into a bar. What do
like
you
the
mean?
COVID is like a creep that goes into a bar a lot and is like 40-year-old guy who's hitting on like 18-year-old girls at a college bar. And then the first time the bouncers see him, they're like, "Oh, like I recognize this guy. Like I'll be able to recognize him next time he comes in." And the next time he comes in, they're fully prepared to be like, "Go fuck yourself. Like get out of my bar," kind of thing. Like I think that's the best analogy you could use for
COVID?
yeah, because
Of
that's
coming
how.
in?
Because like you're like the thing is, even after you get the vaccine, there's still gonna be creeps in the bar. But you're not gonna get like that one specific creep. It's not gonna be at that level. You'll get guys creeping on girls, but you won't get that like 50-year-old guy trying to have sex with an 18-year-old girl. You know?
Oh my god, I'm trying to follow what you just said. Okay, so COVID is the creep
COVID's the 50-year-old creep who's
who's
trying
in the
to.
bar, and he's multiplying.
Yeah,
in
he's
the bar.
multiplying.
He's multiplying in the. So you're saying that COVID is making him multiply or not multiply?
Okay, so COVID's a virus anyway. So one creep comes into a bar and then he's able to go into the bar and has no issues. Like he's able to hit on girls that are way younger than him. He's able to make girls uncomfortable, that kind of thing. And then nobody's recognizing, none of the bouncers recognize it at first. So then he brings his friends in.
Mm-hmm.
His friends are creeps too. And so they just keeps on multiplying, more creeps are going to come into the bar. And then the vaccine is kind of like getting new management. Getting, like, being able to recognize that they're creeps and shit.
Okay, so you're adding a new level to it. Now there's management, which are working as the vaccine to get rid of the
The vaccine
COVID.
is like a new bouncer, like a big like a like what is it, Bjorn? What is his name?
His name's Thor Bjornsson.
Thor Bjornsson. Like the vaccine is the Thor Bjornsson of bouncers, where he's like, ain't no creeps coming into my bar.
You know Thor Bjornsson's boxing?
Really? Dude, he must be. He's not boxing. He's killing people.
No, he's gonna
Have
fight.
you seen him and his wife? His
He's
wife
gonna-
is like.
Well, that's how they all with all strong men. Like Brian Shaw is 6'7"
Half
or something like that.
Half Julius Bjornsson.
Yeah, right here. Ooh, I don't want any of that. Sure. Yeah, look at that. Bruce Thurston versus Simon Falley, the Mountain, staggering final exhibition match before Eddie Hall. Oh, and Eddie Hall fought too.
Wait, did he lose?
He I think he lost.
How big is the other guy?
Well, because he's a strong man. Yeah, dude, he got knocked down. Round 3, Thor hit the deck. It was unclear from the initial counter of the shot. Was oh, then he knocked him down.
He's awkward. What does he say? He's awkward. He's a big man getting physical. I seen his last fight, and credit to him, he came out in a lot. Got a lot of potential. I'm not just saying that. Dude, wait, how big was his opponent?
Pretty equals. He's a pretty
that's
big guy.
hoss. That's a fucking hoss.
But he looks like more of a boxer than Thor. Thor is big, but like I don't. Why, dude? This is so cool that he's getting into it. God,
I
what's
wouldn't
the
go nose to nose with that fucker. He's big motherfucker.
when's? Man, I had no idea this thing. So when is the Logan Paul fight? With Floyd
Fight.
Mayweather.
He's gonna get. I just want Logan Paul to get his shit handed to him, honestly.
You're on Team Floyd.
Of course, I'm on fucking Team Floyd.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but if Floyd Mayweather gets knocked out by Logan Paul, nobody's ever gonna hear the end of it.
Well, yeah. But again, I'm still yeah, implied probably. Like I don't know. They both got 2 fists. Floyd's definitely gonna have a faster jab. He's gonna be faster than Logan.
What are the odds?
Oh, dude, it's like 100 to 1. There's no way that anyone thinks that Logan Paul's gonna win.
Because here's my thing, like, how tall is Floyd Mayweather? Like, what's his wings? Like, what's his reach?
So Floyd Mayweather is
100
5'8".
He's 5'8"?
His wingspan is 6 foot, and then his height is 150 pounds. What about
So
Logan?
wait, yeah, isn't Logan Paul like 6'2"?
Dude, Logan Paul is a giant.
So they're not
compared to
even in
guy.
the same weight class.
Do you like how Google already knows hidden height?
Yeah, he's 6'2", 180.
Yeah, so he's not. So he can't weigh more than 190 pounds. Okay, that's not like that's still a terrible like weight difference.
It's
but
such a shit matchup. Like,
But no, is it really that much of a shit matchup though? Because I don't think the height thing's gonna make much of a difference. Like it might. So look, this is what I'm saying. Logan Paul fought the Gronkowski brothers like a month ago, and from I don't know if they were paid to say it or who knows. I don't know what makes sense, but I'm pretty sure that hypothetically Gronk, the one that was with the Dallas Cowboys, I forgot his exact it's not actual Gronk, it's one of the other brothers.
Oh. They must still be big fuckers.
Gronkowski brothers. He said that Logan looked pretty ready. Yeah, it's Chris. He said that he looked pretty yeah, Chris also invented this too. The Gronkowski
so he's
brother.
fighting. Did he fight this guy? Or
no, they were just they trained for like 30 minutes and then they put something together and then they just kind of did like a video together.
Why is my question was like when we were watching the H3 thing on what was the name of the guy that Jake fought last time?
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren, like he was a retired, like out of shape boxer who went like literally half round. I know jack shit about boxing, but no. It just for the people to pay that much money to watch a fight that got so fucking hyped and they had like the weigh-ins and they had all the press conferences beforehand and then for it to end in like a minute with a kind of like half-assed hit to the head.
Okay, look, I don't think it was half-assed. I watched that whole fucking thing. Look, so I think what happened with that whole hold up. I think what happened with the Ben Askren fight is that I believe Ben Askren took the fight. He came out of surgery. He was retired, and they said, "Look, we got a humongous paycheck in front of you."
He's 36 years old. Logan Paul's like 20.
Jake Paul is younger. He's not 20, but Jake Paul's like
22 or something.
No, I'm gonna go Jake Paul's age. So I believe what happened with that is Ben Askren was completely unprepared. He wanted to try it out. He said, "Sure, I'll take the giant payday." Yeah, he is 24. He took the payday.
12-year age.
But again, look at him, dude. Like I'm like, have you seen the memes where it's like, oh my god, have you seen the memes where it's like when you're when you work hard all summer for hot girl body, and then he's just sitting at the end of the bed like that. Hold on, let me pull up. Like that. Oop, it's right in the way of my face.
Oh no.
Okay, look. All right, so this like if you had no idea who these people were, right? We take fighter 1, right?
Right.
And then we take fighter 2.
It's like a fucking.
But
he looks like a Walmart Conor McGregor right there.
Sure, but who do you think's gonna win that fight? Like, if you had no
idea. No, it was
idea,
so fucking clear who was. Everybody knew who was gonna win that fight.
So what I'm saying, I'm telling you, Ben Askren just took the fight. He walked in. He said, "Screw it, we're gonna do this," and he got glee. So I don't think it was even rigged. I think that Ben Askren just assumed that it wasn't gonna be as bad as it was.
I don't think it was rigged per se, but no. I definitely think that.
I think it was a fair
Jake's
fight.
management went up to him like with the proposal of, "Look, you're retired. Like this kid, because like he has the clout of the 12-year-old army. We're gonna steal their parents' credit card to pay for this fight.
Yeah.
You'll make $150. You'll make like some good money off of it, and yeah, you'll be set." And he was like, "Bet."
Well, of course, yeah. But again, like there was like that whole thing. Like this is so irrelevant now, but a lot of people during the time just assumed that they were, that it was rigged and everything. And Jake Paul was super pissed at Pete Davidson. Did you watch all the stuff that happened?
He hired a comedian to MC a fight. What the hell do you think he's gonna talk about? You think he's gonna give Jake the Gluck like everybody else does on the internet?
No, again, that's what I'm saying. I think they hired him. They hired him, and I think, well, again, like Pete Davidson doesn't care, right?
No, he doesn't give Pete Davidson does not give a shit when anybody thinks about him. Got enough issues going on without worrying about. I don't know. Like, I feel like my opinion on that whole.
What's your opinion? You don't like him?
Did you hear about the whole essay allegation?
With
I forget what her name is. She posted that whole She posted like a whole video with. She had receipts too. Like she had. This is kind of oldish, like maybe a few weeks ago. But it was a legit SA allegation. Yeah, Justine Paradise, where she
Of Jake Paul was accused of groping an underage girl in 2015. This comes after he was accused of sexual assault by TikTok. Yeah,
the TikTok
I
one
heard
was
about
serious.
this. So yeah, that like good for her. Like I'm glad that she's I'm glad she I don't remember where I heard this from, but I'm glad that she
It was on H3.
she yeah, I think I heard that. She's standing up and talking about it because again, like you know, if Jake Paul is really relevant right now, so I couldn't imagine, you know, having someone who, you know, essayed someone and then that person being everywhere, all over, everywhere, on every single piece of because Jake Paul and Logan Paul right now are two of the most relevant people in the world right now, out of everything, like the Floyd Mayweather and everything. Like that is huge. Like that whole, like the kid got his fucking ass beat by Floyd Mayweather's I don't even know if it was Floyd Mayweather's group or like I don't know if it was Floyd Mayweather who hit him.
Floyd Mayweather gleeched him.
But no, it came out that they don't know, that it could have been his Floyd. No,
either way, Jake Paul deserved to get hit in that situation. I'm sorry, but what did you think was gonna happen? You squirrel energy stole a professional fighter's hat in front of 100 people after the brother just called him out on like cheating on his wife and beating his wife and stuff like that.
Six-time bikini pro champion.
I don't think I can play this.
Oh please, but hit him.
Because I don't think like he's supposed to have hit him like right there, but I don't think he hit him. I think he hit him, but I also think that his other people got in the way and started hitting him too.
Well, I mean,
I think there was like a joint thing. I don't think it was just Floyd Mayweather that hit him.
That was planned?
Do I think it was planned? Okay, so after that, let's see if I can find it.
I low-key think it was planned.
So Jake Paul, before that happened, he said he was gonna do it. Jake Paul told Logan Paul that he was going to take, you know, Mayweather's hat, just, you know, whatever. Is this? I wonder if this is it. No, this isn't it. That he was gonna take it, and then apparently, I don't remember if it was before or after him taking it and saying the phrase, but he released a bunch of merch. I think I already told you that. And he sold out on it. So like that makes me think that
the only time I've ever thought that Jake Paul was smart. You take something completely idiotic that you do and you make money off of it. Like,
I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. So I don't think it necessarily was planned. Yeah, it worked. I think that was what it was. Right?
Because it was what do you call it when roast? What do you call it when like two fighters before they fight?
It's called a face-off. Yeah, they get together and they talk shit.
And then he said that it was either Floyd said he wanted to fight Jake or Jake said he wanted to fight Floyd or something like that. So when I saw the video after seeing the video of him saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight Jake," or Jake saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fight Floyd," I was like, "Oh, of course it's a setup. Like, of course he's gonna go and antagonize him." But the look on Floyd's face after he did that, he looked genuinely angry.
Well, yeah, I don't
think
think
that was like real or not.
I think there's a level of respect
between Logan and Floyd. There's a genuine level of respect for.
I thought Mayweather bringing the race card into it and bringing in Japan was kind of uncalled for. I thought that was kind of a Twitter wasn't too particularly happy about that.
You take a video of a man who killed himself in a Japanese forest.
Yeah, but come on, like, you know,
it's fair play.
Well, what did he? But then what did he expect that was going to happen after that? He said that, you know, then he, you know, brought him a whole about abusing women. You know, like how did he think that was going to turn out for him?
Floyd or Logan?
Floyd. He was Floyd is has had, I don't know how many or if it was just with one.
He did beat his wife.
But yeah.
He absolutely did beat his wife, which is absolutely awful. But like, if
Trigger
he's gonna,
warning, I'm sorry.
But like, if he's gonna say something, if he's gonna say something about Japan, obviously Logan should be able to kind of like hit back with something that's like on the similar like level. But I don't know. I remember watching like the KSI Jake Paul, and I know that neither of them, of course, are professional fighters. No, Deji fought Jake. KSI fought Logan.
Yes.
But
KSI beat Logan Paul twice.
Oh, that was awesome.
I watched that fight the other day. I thought it was actually quite incredible.
So great.
I watched that at
But like their face-offs when we're like Walmart and all that, like it looked like 13-year-olds playing Foursquare and getting pissed at each other. But this one was like,
to be honest, up until this
oh
point,
yeah, you did this, well you did this, and you're just like.
Up until this point, I've been pretty tolerant of the whole celebrity boxing stuff. I've enjoyed it. Mike Tyson likes it, so when I heard him say that, he said it on Impulsive, and I thought, I was like, I dig it if Tyson's with it, like I'm for it. But I'm not really too particular big fan of like the Bryce Hall stuff because they genuinely like some of the clips and some of the TikToks that I've seen.
You seen the video of him fighting that like Austin guy, the Austin.
You mean just shadowboxing outside? That one?
No, when they got into that like little fake planned brawl during the.
Oh, I don't think that was fake. I think he was just trying to be. He was just trying to get into it.
Dude, it was so. He was literally wearing pajamas, like Gucci pajamas.
No, dude. The biggest meme I saw on TikTok was Bryce Hall walks forward with his hips, and he puts his pelvic region forward first, which I think is super funny.
He leads with his dick. He leads with his head.
Yeah, I don't know where. Did you say? Maybe I can find it. But he's throwing these punches, right? And then like I think it's all these boxers were commenting and duetting the videos and doing all this stuff about how just Bryce Hall is just not like he doesn't look like a boxer, but like he's keeping his hands low, so he's not protecting
that kick is nice.
Yeah, just some random guy.
Oh.
It's not Bryce Hall.
It's
it's Bryce Hall, right?
Yeah, the things that I don't understand is like I understand that when Vine was popular, we had like 18-year-old, like even like Jake Paul, I think like when Vine was popular it was like 18 or something. But with TikTok, we have all of these like legit children, like 15, like it wasn't Charlie like only 15 when she blew up on TikTok, and then she had all these like creepy old men looking at her and all of this shit, and I'm like, I don't know, I just don't understand why children are.
What are you getting at? Like the hypersexualized nature of our society
just
with younger kids now?
Like Lil Huddy, who has no veritable talent. At least Charlie's like she does dancing like legit.
I think
Lil Huddy's just a skinny e-boy.
Yeah, but I don't hate his singing. I think he's not. I wouldn't. And you're fucking coming at him. I wouldn't say that like his singing is awful. Is that bad? I thought like 21st Century Vampire was kind of a banger. I didn't really like America's Sweetheart or Eulogy of You, but I thought those two were really great.
If he had never been famous on TikTok or anything, or hadn't done anything before he had released that, would you still think it was a banger? If you had no idea who it was and you still listened to it, would you think that it was as good as it was?
Yeah, because I didn't know who he was. I just listened to it for like literally in the same circumstance. I didn't know if I would have known his presence on TikTok and everything, I would have been more against it, I think.
Hell yeah.
But no, I thought it was great. I thought 21st Century Vampire was actually a really great song.
I'm getting used to the Olivia Rodrigo songs. Those are actually kind of decent.
Oh, dude,
they're actually kind of decent.
I was on TikTok yesterday, and I was just listening to music, and I was just picking. People were just throwing songs up, and I played her stuff a bunch of times. What is she even? Who is this? What is her name? Olivia. Damn, she's booming right now, isn't she?
What was his name? When she cheated on her with Nessa or something.
I don't know. You're preaching. I don't know.
Or is it just a different person?
When did she blow up? Was that like 2 weeks? Is it like when did her stuff go?
She's been like hanging out with them for a while with like what do they call it? Like a hype house or whatever.
The Wish House? No, just in a hype content house or something like that.
Yeah, one of those content houses. Like she was. What was Driver's License about? Look at this.
Oh, she did Driver's License.
Yeah,
oh, okay, then never mind, dude. That's all. I didn't know that was that she did.
I think it's her. Look it up and make sure. I think it's her.
Just type in Driver's License.
You have the computer.
No, I know. Yeah, I don't even have to click it.
Yeah, yeah. Who was that about though?
I don't know.
Go to all.
Who's it about? What do I care about? Who is it about? Some content cringe? Content hype house?
Yeah. The Olivia Rodrigo, the celebration of the heartbroken singer.
Oh, so she was cheated on.
Yeah, but who was the blonde chick who was dating Jason or something? Jason? No, not Jason.
What are you saying? My girl Trisha Paytas? How dare you?
What?
Jason Nash, Trisha Paytas.
No, it was look up Nessa Barrett.
Nessa, I'm gonna go
Nessa.
back here. Yep. So this is why we need like a Jamie. What? Nessa?
Nessa Barrett.
Nessa Barrett, singer-songwriter. Dude, I have no idea who these people are.
Who's she dating now?
I don't know. Who's that?
Josh, that's his name. Josh, whatever.
Dude, that guy, 100% is straight out of a, where is this? I need to be able to move this.
Fucker. No, that was her ex, I think.
Dude, who is this dude? He looks
go
like...
down. That's not him. That's not him.
I'm just saying he looks like he's from Dr. Seuss. All I'm
Go
saying.
down.
I need to get on that. What are we looking at?
It was Josh Richards. Who
Burn
she
Little
was
Huggy?
dating. And then she started dating...
Oh, this dude. Dude, he's on the,
No, they
Dude,
were
he's
like,
doing...
actually...
Dude, he's doing... This guy's doing well. I don't know him
I don't
at
have a
all.
problem with that one.
I don't know who he is, and I don't know what he is,
don't
but
really
I
have a
know his
problem with
face, and he's doing well for himself. He was hanging out with Dave Poirier from Barstool and Alex Cooper and Lana Rhoades.
No, because that was that whole thing, is they had... I don't remember what... Look up look up Nessa Barrett and then see what else comes up. It was like another girl. She's blonde. I don't remember her name. Just
Josh?
click on Josh Richards and then go to all. All. Because then she started dating Jaden Hossler.
Dude, who? I have no idea who these people
But wait,
are.
who was... Look up Jaden Hossler.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just... Don't worry about it. Who? What?
Jaden. Jaden. Hossler.
Dude, who are
Madison.
these people?
Yeah, what was her name? Madison the what?
Madison Ray? Oh, it's Addison Ray.
Yeah, that's that chick.
Madison
who...
Lewis.
Yeah, so...
Sure.
I fucking
Dude, what
hate
is
that I
this?
know this shit. So...
Yeah, where do you know this from?
It's
Just
because it's
TikTok?
all over my TikTok and I can't get rid of it.
Dude, what is
like,
your For You page?
Dude, it's mostly dogs and then some of it... Because they went on Barstool. Because I do follow Barstool. And,
Preach, Barstool.
they went on, is it Alex G? What's the name of the Caller Me Daddy?
Alex Cooper.
Alex Cooper. Yeah, so Alex
I said
Cooper
that's
talked
really
to
wrong.
Madison Lewis about, like, because, like, there was this whole, like, stupid drama. It was, like, the same thing when, after Charlie and, Lil Huddy broke up, and they found out that after they broken up, he had, like, kissed Nessa or something like that, and everybody was telling Nessa to go fucking unalive herself, and it was awful. And then Jaden, and then Nessa, who was with Josh, cheated on him with this Jaden Hossler kid, and then there was this whole thing.
Spilling the tea.
It was so stupid. But my main thing is, why is the entire world worried about these teenagers, like, inner drama? Like,
Because
this is
we've
the kind
never-
of stuff that happens in high school normally. Like,
Because we've never had like a social media presence like this at such a young age. Like,
what I'm saying.
teen pop stars were very different. It's not like we were like,
like I remember I used to get like a
God,
teen
it's-
pop magazine. And
no,
stuff
it's not.
like
But it's
that.
not like we're like we can just sit there and on the leisure of our couch watch Hannah Montana hang out at like 6:15. Like that would have been a whole
that
different.
would have been
world.
awful.
Would have been awful. What do you mean? You don't like Hannah Montana or Miley
I
Cyrus?
do like Hannah Montana, but I don't want to. I love Miley Cyrus, but
You just don't want you thought you had enough
When
of
I'm
her,
s-
like you didn't want to get fully like drenched in her personal stuff.
That's not about the person. It's about like I said with that whole. This is kind of old, but that whole thing with after Charlie and Lil Huddy broke up, and then people found out that like he kissed. He's like 17. Nessa's like 15. Like they're kids still. They're legally still children. And people on Twitter are telling.
What about?
And then so like people were telling Nessa to go unalive herself and all this stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Kind of like she's a child. This is teenager, like, very, very normal drama that most people are able to deal with privately, because nobody gives a shit outside of their, like, friend sphere. But in this case, this friend sphere is the entire internet.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, everything is very publicized. Everything.
Like, I remember, like, all these, like,
I think it's too
YouTuber
much.
breakup videos and stuff that come out. I'm like, why do, like, you can say you broke up, but why do you feel the need to, like, it's sad that they feel the need to explain why they made a choice that's completely private. Like, I'm not, like, criticizing the entire internet, but what I'm saying is that, like, I don't know, it's just very, because then now, like, you see, like, 15-year-olds who are trying to become TikTok famous instead of just going outside doing random stuff. Like, I don't know.
Do you think it's changing the way kids are developing now and how they're
absolutely. We just missed. We were lucky. We just because Instagram came out when we were what, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, we had already gone through, and we were going through that, like, awkward stage in life with, like, braces and acne, and there was no Invisalign. Like, there was no, like, there was Proactive and stuff, and we used to see those commercials all over the internet, or all over TV, like, for acne and stuff. But
like Accutane, stuff like that.
Yeah, like, I remember. But do you remember being, like, a senior? Well, you went to an all-boys school for a while, but you remember senior year in RM, all the freshman girls coming in, and they didn't look like freshmen. They genuinely looked a lot older.
Yeah, 8th grade, 9th grade girls in my grade looked very different than 9th grade girls in my...
I had a side braid and braces for, like, the entirety of freshman year, and I wore the same sweatshirt for, like, the most of high school.
Oh, man.
Like,
I went to a freshman party with my quarterback at the time, and it was... I didn't know what it was. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, you weren't there. You know none about this.
I heard about those.
Oh, wow.
It was hilarious.
But we went there, and I remember I didn't know it was like people that were younger, but I knew this one girl, and because she was with my like a lab partner. Or no, that was for, like, I retook chemistry because I said in senior year because I just wanted to do it, and then I dropped it second semester. But we went to it, and I thought everybody there was like 18. And
yeah, they're all wearing, like,
scary.
Air Force Ones. They got perfect eyeliner. None of them have braces. They all have Invisalign. They're all wearing contacts, and I'm like, y'all completely skipped that, like, early development, like, awkward stage. So they all think they're hot shit. And then
I think confidence is a good thing, and I think the young
confidence is
self-empowerment
absolutely a good thing, but arrogance is not.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I won't say his name, but, like, there was I don't really say his name, but he started dating a freshman, and then he thought he got her pregnant. And that was...
God, I don't know who you're
he didn't
talking
actually...
about.
I'll tell you more about it later. But that was... It's kind of like they look and they act older, and obviously that doesn't excuse any sort of behavior that happens to them, but social media teaches girls to be more quote-unquote mature and sexualized as they get older. Like my first... Like, when you... I don't know, it's just... I think that kids who were maybe born after, like, 2004, maybe... they're raised by social media, and we, of course, we weren't raised by social media. We had it when it was coming out, and so everybody, I remember, like, 8th grade Instagram accounts of people. It was the stupidest stuff.
Hey, we're not that old. It wasn't just because it was just Instagram, really. And I think it was more Snapchat than anything is what like the whole Instagram like influencer bullshit. It wasn't really a thing. Like, that all started on Snapchat, I think. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Snapchat was where it all started, and everyone was, because there was, like, the private Snap stories and everything. Oh, and then Instagram got way more popular. Because we still had
Snapchat when there was, like, best friends on Snapchat. We're so old. Jesus.
Facebook didn't,
we didn't really use Facebook that much. I only use Facebook.
Like, we died out with Facebook, so we kind of we were the generation.
We're the Instagram generation.
No, not Instagram. We're just the ones that separated the divide between, like, hyper social media and, like, mundane passive social media, like Facebook, Tumblr, MySpace.
Yeah, where it wasn't like a interaction. It was more of like, oh, I did this today. Okay, cool, and, like, your friends. Shit. But nowadays it's like people, like, so I'll go through my For You page, and this girls will be posting, like, a post you, and then post the guy, like, post the guy the girl your ex-boyfriend downgraded for, and I'm like, why is this my business? Why the fuck do I care about this? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. And then there's that whole, I don't know. I just think that everything is hyper. Everything needs to be intense. Everything needs to be. Everybody wants to be famous.
We're
Everybody
moving
wants
fast.
to be.
Yeah, everyone wants to be.
I don't fuck- I'm gonna do my make money and do my stuff and
Talk about someone who wants to be famous.
I want to be famous. Remember that line?
Of course. This fuck. You heard the whole story with this thing?
Oh yeah, he cheated on Lana Rhoades. How stupid are you?
Yeah, but that's not the whole tea. That's not the. Do you know the whole tea?
No. It's not.
So the whole tea is he did cheat on her. He did cheat on her, but that's not the reason. So the layman's terms summary around all of it is that Lana Rhoades wanted to move in together. She's definitely financially sound. So she wanted to move in together. She bought a house. Done deal.
For them.
Yeah. And like 2 days before moving in, him in FaZe Banks. Yeah, dude, the FaZe Blanks thing is so funny. But he decided that he would rather do that than be with her, and to live with her, and she got fed up with it, obviously. And there's like there's like I don't wanna yeah, we'll just look at it. Let's see if it's like on the first thing that comes up.
I know.
Because she released oh yeah, I think they're already gone actually. She actually deleted them already, so I can't really show them. That's old news kind of, but she released a bunch of text messages between the two of them. And basically he sent her like a pros cons list of why he was dating her. Lana Rhoades, like, you know, like,
you sent Lana Rhoades.
And the thing is that I guess I'm just gonna paraphrase from what Ethan was talking about, but basically like the pros were like basic human things, just like, you know, he loves her, her beauty, her confidence, self-achieving, like, you know, just everything else.
Big mommy milk is.
He and then the cons, they were like, it was like you never want to hang out with like my friends or whatever, or like you're stressy, or you're stressed about doing, like, you don't want to go to the, like, you don't want to like go do stuff that I want to do and stuff like that. And basically it boiled down to basically being in like Lana's favor and just showing that Lana is actually a great girlfriend, because it basically stated that like she just wanted to spend time with him alone.
Yeah, like a girlfriend wants to do with their boyfriend.
Build a relationship with him, and she wanted to go to the next level of commitment. And then after that, he had subpar like,
you never want to hang out with my friend FaZe Banks.
Like the kind of reasons of why.
I'm sorry, but if your friends are Logan Paul and FaZe Banks, I'm not gonna want to hang out with them.
Logan Paul dropped him. Logan Paul and Lana Rhoades dropped him the same week.
Good. I'm sorry, but if again, you're dating Lana frickin' Rhoades, that would be like MGK cheating on Megan Fox.
Well,
which I don't know.
Yeah, man, this dude, he built his entire thing based off of Logan Paul, and I don't know what he's doing now. His thing is called like, oh man, I don't even know what his show's called. It's like the Late Night Shift or like the Late Shift or something. I don't know. I don't even think she liked. I watched some of their videos. She doesn't even look like she wanted to be a part of any of them. Like, she was just doing it for him.
Because the thing is that Lana, like, other than what she does on a certain website and other websites, like, she's not an influencer. She does her work. Yeah. And she makes bank off of that. So if you're making bank doing that, why would you want to do anything else? Like, why would you
she doesn't even need it anymore.
Then you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have your own name and you're doing this stuff, why the hell are you wanting to be in front of like with like FaZe Banks and all this shit? Like,
no, she's definitely she's an adult.
These, like, little baby boys.
She's an adult, and the other guy is apparently 37 and wants to get in a content house, to get in a hype house with. So I don't know.
It's like the whole Jason Nash has always creeped me out from the very freaking beginning.
You know he has a late night show now? Called the Jason Nash Show on Triller. Of
course it's on Triller.
Alright, we gotta cut this soon, but I wanna show this up. Yeah, so Triller paid the Jason Nash Show.
What is the chat?
Someone popping in. We're talking about Jason Nash. Okay,
talking about just internet. Honestly. Oh my.
Okay,
It creeped me out from the very beginning because it reminded me
I can play the audio, but I can't play the video.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, dude.
It's The Jason Nash Show, starring Jason Nash.
What is that intro sounds exactly like the Eric Andre intro.
Dude, like, it's like that's the best that this company could do for this man. Also, Trisha and Ethan point out that it's pretty much just an exact carbon copy ripoff of the Eric Andre show. I'll show you a little bit later. Dude, yeah, that's what I just
said. The intro is from Eric Andre. The intro, it's almost the exact same, except it's a shitty it's like a Walmart. Everything that these people do is a Walmart version of somebody else. Like, that's what bothers me.
Well, I want to see what the intro is.
Honestly. I don't know.
See, that's the entrance. Well, the other one would have been too. But as long as I don't play the video.
Because it's a jazz intro. Except Eric Andre has like a live band.
It's just supposed to be cringy, and it's I don't know.
It's literally.
I don't know. I never had any problem with Jason Nash. I actually kind of liked him. I thought his role in that whole, like, you know, fuck David Dobrik, but the whole like scheme of things of like the Vlog Squad, I like Jason. I thought he was the only one because at least, you know, I don't know, this is gonna be like a surface level comment, but you know, he has a family. He took care of his kids. I don't know what happened with him and his wife. Him and his mom are on good terms. And the only thing that I'm not a big fan of is him just not talking or admitting to anything that has been going on lately. Like, that's pretty much it. But besides that, like, I've never really had an issue with him. And it's, like, good for him trying to do this, but I'm like, why the late night show thing? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why that is the, like, does he just have, like, a man crush on, like, Eric Andre, and that was the move? He was just like, this is what I want to do. Like, dude, do whatever you, like, do whatever, God, I wish I had a ranch me
do you want to go get some cherry chicks on the trail of beers?
I don't know.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, it's funny. It's
I love Eric Andre.
It's been a while since I've watched a lot of him. What a great guy, dude. What is his name? Actually, just Eric Andre? Is there anything else to it? When was he born? How old is this motherfucker? Why?
He's born in 12 BC. Yeah, Eric Andre. 1983. So he's like 38.
Damn.
He's 6 foot.
So this is what. Hold on.
I did not know. He's shot comedy. It's awesome.
Hold up. Right about this. Okay. We have responsible candidate number 1
For what?
of a successful adult wannabe.
Oh,
and then we have a literal crazy person, psychopath.
He's got a nose like Squidward.
And he looks less of a crazy person
than Eric Andre, except when he's got the... Have you seen the video of Eric Andre going into the car dealership?
Oh no, it's great.
I'd like to
because
buy
Eric,
an automobile.
well, that's okay. That's the
Sir,
other. That's the other thing with Jason Nash.
Sir, I will not undress for you.
That's what frenemies. That's what they were talking about. They were saying that like the reason Jason Nash can't pull it off and that it's hard to watch is because like this dude is a literal crazy person. He's a complete
Eric Andre
like,
is just
psychopath.
absolutely hilarious.
No, he's one of the greatest comedians of our time. But I'm just saying though that that's because this man has
he's no filter and he's no boundary, which makes him freaking awesome.
Him and God, what is the other guy's name?
And all the other guys try to be edgy.
Who's his co-host?
No, it's not Michael Che. It's
like that is the best thing that you could possibly see.
Rick, what's his co-host name? It's no, it's not Dave Chappelle.
Man, look at that man.
Who is his co-host?
I think that's it. That's it for us today.
Hey.
Running out of time.
Hold on, I just want to figure out who Eric Andre co-host is. Another comedian. Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, he's
Hannibal
great.
Burgess, isn't that how you say it?
Yep. All right, everyone. Well, hope you have a great rest of your day. I guess you didn't hear anything that I said in the beginning, but because it was muted. But yeah, Zvant merch is coming out later. We're gonna go drive for 6 hours, and yeah, hope you all had a fun time with this. I think this is how morning coffee is gonna be now. I don't know if the gaming's ever gonna be the same, but yeah, thanks for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me, my guy.
Well, you're the co-host, so.
Well, dude, am I the Hannibal Burgess?
I mean,